Hey guys, welcome to our Live Your Podcast Life Tribe team call. It is, what day is it? April 8th. I feel like I'm like so all over the place today, you guys. It's been a crazy day. But it's April 8th. It is the start of a new month. We're only 7 days in, and I don't know about you guys, but April feels so rejuvenating. Coming from Super Saturday yesterday, I just like, my heart just feels so energized and pumped up. You guys, I know that some of you guys are able to make it to the live event yesterday, or some of them are Super Sundays too. Going to live events is so huge for your business, and just for your like sense of self. It's so easy to like get bogged down or feel like, you know, like, yes, we have our tribe and our team and we hang out online all the time, but the in-person connection and getting to, you know, hear from coaches who, like, we had Danielle Latoni come to Chicago and Carl was there, and just having their energy and hearing them speak was so empowering. And so if you have not already signed up for the next Super Saturday or gotten your ticket to Summit, I know a lot of you guys on this call have, so I'm super pumped. If you're on live, but if you're watching the recording and you haven't gotten your ticket to Summit yet, I highly recommend doing it. It's like the biggest game changer. If you've been to a Super Saturday before, Summit is like Super Saturday on crack. Like, it's like a million times more. Not like, you're so much knowledge bombs and you just get so many incredible things. So there's just nothing like it, being surrounded by a room full of people who are there for the same reason that you are, and getting all of that really positive energy and being around our team. And it's just, there's nothing like it. So just a little PSA, if you haven't or been on the fence about Summit or just not really sure, reach out to your upline. I'm so excited to meet you, Erin. I'm gonna like give you the biggest freaking bear hug. But yeah, like, reach out to your upline, reach out to your coach, reach out to me, and we'll chat about it, and if it makes sense for you. But genuinely, it is the biggest blessing. I have never missed a live event since I started coaching, and success leaves clues, you guys. So if you're wanting to show up for this 110%, like, make live events a non-negotiable. Chelsea Pearson and Rob Pearson have always said, make like live events non-negotiable, and they are the most successful humans and people I look up to so much. If you don't know who they are our Shred Nation, like, big team upline, and they're just the most grounded and humble humans you will ever meet on the planet. And when you go to Summit, you will get to meet them and squeeze them, and they're the best. But they've always said that from the beginning, and I listened because I also want to be able to grow and shine and give back to you guys. So I'm going to be sharing a couple of my takeaways today from yesterday. I wasn't expecting to, honestly, in today's call, but it just like opened up it opened up a side of me that I had forgotten. And so today's call is all about being consistent in your business. And I want to take you guys back to where I was when I started, because when I started this business, I was no different than you. Okay. If you have been here for a month, if you have been here for a year, if you have been here for almost as long as I have, whether you are working your business actively right now, or you're kind of dipping your toe in, or you're trying, but then you're letting your inner blocks hold you back, you guys, I was no different when I came in. We are the same person. And hearing Danielle Latoni speak yesterday, if you don't know who she is has been in the business for 8 years, and she is a 15-star diamond in 2 business centers, which is just an incredible feat. And when I first went to my first summit, I heard her speak. And it was the moment I heard her and Carl speak, which is so, like, just yesterday felt so full circle for me. And I'm probably going to cry on this call, you guys, because YOLO, it's me. But yesterday, hearing her speak, it was so full circle for me, because when I had my first summit experience, I sat in that audience feeling like such an imposter. I was sitting there, you know, yes, I had technically hit diamond by that point, but I did it like by scrounging together all of the people who had like sort of like Shakeology and wanted the discount, and I like, you know, had like made shit happen, like turned my husband Emerald, like all these things. And yes, I had Jess in my corner, but she was my only coach who was really working. And I was feeling like, who am I? Like, I'm not really a leader. I'm not really worthy of being here. And like, I knew that I needed to make all these things happen. And I know that I had been told, like, these are your steps, but I wasn't seeing the other side of it. I wasn't seeing the place like Danielle is seeing now in her life, or where I'm seeing now in my business. You know, I was 6 months, 7 months into my business, and yeah, I had shown up every single day, but I was still so filled with insecurities, still fucking am. And I was filled with so many doubts and limiting beliefs and feeling like an imposter. And sitting in the chair yesterday, Carl asked a really interesting question. And he said, if you feel like you represent Beachbody, stand up. And I stood up because I feel it. Every part of me represents this company because I believe in it, because I've been to all these live events and I've seen it for what it is. And because I freaking do these workout programs and I show up every goddamn day and I do my vital behaviors. And I looked around me and I would say probably 10 people out of 400 stood up yesterday when he first asked that question. And then he asked us to sit down. And then he said, if you show up every single day and you do one of our workout programs, and if you show up every single day and you drink Shakeology, and if you're mindful of what you put on your body from a nutrition perspective, stand up. And the whole room stood up. I get chills like thinking about it, because I was like sitting there and being like, you are all representative of this company then. And I knew where he was going. And he goes, you guys are all Beachbody. Like, you represent Beachbody because of those things. And I think it's so easy when we are in it, or we're going through like the hustle and bustle of our lives and we're dealing with all of the shit that's external to this business or to our personal selves, to get really lost and feel frustrated that we're not moving as fast as we thought we should be, or that we need to be doing this or focus on this. And there's so much information, right? We can watch all the training calls, we can do all of this stuff, but when it comes down to it, and what I realized yesterday that I had forgotten for so long, that I have lost, and I kept telling myself, but I haven't been practicing fully, was that when it comes down to it, it's, are you showing up for yourself, and are you paying that forward every day? Because if you're doing that, then you are 100% going to see success, period. It's just going to happen. And when I first started coaching, I knew that. I was like really, really fucking scared. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but I knew that I needed to follow the vital behaviors and run challenge groups every month to be successful. And I knew that I needed to hit Success Club every single month to be successful. And so I made it a commitment to do that. And so for the first year of my business, I didn't have the extra fluff time. I didn't have, like, I was working all these jobs. I was constantly running to rehearsals. I had an hour of my day, an hour and a half if you count my workouts, okay? I had an hour of my day to show up for this, because that's it. That's all I had. And chances are you are in the same place. Chances are, you know, we've been talking a lot about productivity and figuring out how to fit this into our lives in an effective way for the past month. And consistency and confidence, right? They come from being productive. But if you're consistent every day and showing up with confidence every day, that's how you're going to be successful. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today, is how to find the consistency. Because here's the thing. Consistency in your business and in your life creates confidence, which creates consistency, which creates confidence, which creates consistency. It's like this circle, right? And the second we back off of being consistent, like, think about it just from your workout perspective. Have you ever had a moment where you've stopped being consistent with your workouts? You let life get in the way, right? And if you're on this call, the answer is probably yes, because you're human. I certainly have, right? You let life get in the way. You know, weren't really feeling the program, and so you're like, yeah. Or maybe you got injured and something happened and you couldn't, right? So consistency, right? You lose that train. You go, I'll wait till tomorrow, okay? And then tomorrow comes, and you're like, I'll wait till the next day, and then the next day comes, and all of a sudden, you've lost confidence in yourself because you weren't showing up. Because how we build confidence is by showing up for ourselves every single day. And the second that confidence gets lost, then our consistency goes down. And it's this vicious cycle that we allow ourselves to be in. But if we promise and we put it out there and we say, I'm going to show up for 80-day obsession, I'm going to show up the whole way. I'm not going to miss a workout, unless, of course, like, you are seriously injured, in which case, like, be mindful and modify, or don't do it. But, like, let's just say we're all healthy. I'm not going to miss a workout the whole time, right? I haven't missed one 80-day obsession workout, except for when I modified yesterday because of my shoulder injury. I haven't missed it, period. I showed up every single fucking day because I said I was going to. And that allowed me the confidence, right? That allowed me the confidence that I needed to know that I can also then coach, because that's it. You just need confidence. And if you can be so consistent with your things every day, the confidence and the energy that you are feeling like you're lacking right now as a coach is going to just naturally be there. And you guys, that's what I did. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know why I was going to do it. I didn't know why I needed to hit Success Club. I didn't know what Emerald was or why that was important, but I knew I was told I needed to get it done in order for my business to grow. And I knew that the way to do that was to run challenge groups every month and to pour into a program, to drink my Shakeology, and to reach out to people, okay? And something that Carl shared yesterday at Super Saturday that I want to share with you guys is 5 ways to incorporate your Insta stories into making also your life like better. So if you're thinking, okay, how can I do this in a way that's really, really fun and also translate to social media? Because I feel like sometimes we get really stuck there, right? It's like, yes, I want to show up in my vitals, but then how does that translate to social media, right? They're all connected. So make consistency your superpower and make it visible, okay? Every single day. So you know I have to hit these marks, right, in order to be consistent and showing up. Because when you're consistent with these things and you're showing up every single day, the people who are watching you are going to go, hey, she's really consistent. She's always showing up, right? Everyone knows, you know, every single day that when you go on my Insta stories, you will see videos of me doing my workout. You will see videos of me or a picture of me working at my desk with my Shakeco. You will see some kind of personal development takeaway. You will see some weird thing about my life, whether it's me going out with Toby on a walk or talking about going to teach, or the fact that I don't wear freaking underwear every day. Like I talked about that on my Insta stories a few days ago, right? Something weird about me. And you will always see some kind of call to action, whether that's a poll or whether it's me inviting people to, you know, learning more about these programs that I'm doing or a group that I'm starting. It's always inviting people, right? And that attract, connect, invite part of our vitals, literally Insta stories gives you this beautiful platform to do it in a way that's so genuine and authentic. And so this is what he said. You're going to put 5 different things on your Insta stories every day. And these 5 things are going to allow you to be consistent and be that consistency queen in your life that you need to be, right? So number 1, workout clips. You're being a product of the product every single day. Okay, it can be 2 clips, 3 clips of your workouts. Don't make it probably more than that because yes, people want to see you sweat and people want to like, what did he say yesterday that cracked me up? He was like, people, I don't know why, but people just want to see you in pain. It's the best. And it's so true, right? People just want to see you like schwitzing your life out and just like working on a move that's really tough. Like that's why I show my mules every week, because people are watching me progress, right? In 80 Obsession. And people love that. They're like, girl, you're getting it. Look, you're getting so strong. And they like love seeing that transition, right? They're a part of your journey. So showed like 2 to 3 workout clips. That takes literally maybe like 15 seconds. It doesn't have to be fancy, okay? If you love doing that stuff and you have the time to like go put it in hype type and like add all these fancy ass fonts or whatever, cool. But literally most of the time it's just me. I've taken a video and then I clip and I go, here we go, paste it, maybe put a filter on and let it go, cool? Number 2, are you drinking your Shakeco every day? You should be taking a picture of it. It doesn't have to be like, here I am with my Shakeco, like let me kiss it, right? Because we don't need that. But it can be like cheersing or, you know, like bottoms up, or it can just, you know, it could be like a boomerang of you like doing your blender dance. I used to do that all the time. Or it can be like you taking it on the go. It can be you drinking it in your office like I do, right? Just a quick picture. Okay. Number 3, what are you eating every day? That's a big part of what we do, right? Our nutrition. So like fun ideas for like today I ate a giant ass salad, like post that on my feed, right? All those things. And then share bits about your day. This is number 4. Share bits about your day-to-day life, right? So things that make you you, things that make you personable and relatable. Like things I shared already, like for my end, stuff with Toby, or like the fact that I stepped in poop, or like I shared a story a few weeks ago about the fact that I locked myself out and like the gate wasn't open. I had to like ninja kick it open, and I felt so strong and badass because I could actually do it and not like hurt myself in the process because I've been like so strong with this program, right? But it's like those are bits of my life and funny things, and you get to know, like, people want to know you, right? They're following you for a reason. And then the last thing is a call to action, whether it's like, don't be a creep. This is what one of the things Carl said yesterday. He's like, don't be a creeper. Like, I'm doing this thing. I'm looking for 3 people to like start this program with. I know you're watching. I see you. Like, don't be a creeper and reach out. And then he went in and saw all the people that watched it and was like, okay, so you're not going to be a creeper. You're going to reach out. Like, let's do this thing. Do you want to be one of my 3 people? And that's like a really beautiful, direct way to like call people out in a funny way, in a goofy way, right? And those are the 5 things, you guys. Workout clips, Shakeout, nutrition, share bits of your day-to-day life, and have a call to action. And I'm sharing this because it ties into consistency, okay? Because those are the things you need to be doing every single fucking day. And that's it. Those things, they take probably 30 minutes, maybe. Your workout takes longer, right? But like the rest of the things, they take maybe 30 minutes of your day. And if you're showing up every fucking day and doing those things, and then you're spending 20 minutes reaching out to people and inviting them to your challenge groups, that's less than an hour of your day dedicated to yourself. And if you genuinely commit, and if you say, this is a non-negotiable, and if you, as Danielle Natoni yesterday said, draw a line in the sand and refuse to stand behind it anymore, you are going to step in front of that line and you're going to say, fuck this. I'm not holding myself back anymore. I am not allowing life shit to get in the way of my dreams, of my goals. And you're saying, I'm going to be consistent, even when my freaking house leaks and I have to live in an Airbnb and hotel for 6 months, even when I'm working 7 different jobs and my life feels like I am freaking going insane, even when I am dealing with all of this shit that I am going through when it comes to thinking about, oh, okay, like the fact that I have a cancer gene, like, what am I going to do with this? How am I going to function this? Even when you are spending weeks and days at doctor's appointments and it's taking over your life. Like, we all have things in our lives, you guys. We all do. I can list I just listed 5 that I have been through, that have been hard, that I'm going through, that are hard. But I'm still showing up every day for me and for my business because I know that it grows, because I know and have seen the compound effect in my own life. And if you decide, it's a decision. If you decide to show up every day, and if you decide to make these things non-negotiables and be a hashtag no plan B girl, you are going to start seeing the ripple effect of those things go through and really, 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 really shift the course of your own life. You're going to build that confidence, and the cycle of confidence and consistency will keep going. And before you know it, you're going to be looking back and wondering how you had been that girl 2 years ago. And you're going to be sitting at Summit 2 years, 3 years down the road and having a full circle moment where you realize that because of your consistency, you have been able to quit all the jobs that you hate. Where because of your consistency, you are making enough every month to pay for your mortgage and then some. Where because of your consistency, you paid off all your credit card debt in 6 months' time. Where because of your consistency, you finally were able to take that trip or buy that house or fucking just feel more energized as who you are every single day. You all have huge dreams. All of you on live, all of you watching the recording, I know them because I've heard them. And if you commit to making this a non-negotiable, like, it's not rocket science. It's so simple, but we get so out of our heads, right? We get so in our heads. We get so thinking constantly like, oh, I have to make these nice graphics. I have to have the perfect challenge group in order to get started. No, just start. You have all the resources at your fingertips, right? And make it a non-negotiable to say, this is what I'm saying yes to. Like, I'm running these challenge groups and I'm having 3 people pay for challenge packs every month, period, non-negotiable. And you will find the ripple effect is such a beautiful thing. And before you know it, that consistency queen title that you crave is going to be there. That confident version of you, that confident coach that knows your worth is going to be there. You will have arrived. And you're still going to have doubts, and you're still going to feel sometimes like an imposter, because that's part of being human. And I'm raising my hand right now because that's my life too. But you are going to feel and see and reap the benefits of success, you guys. It's just a matter of showing up. That's it. That's it. And the reason I wanted to talk about this today is because I feel like so often, I know so many of you guys have in the past few weeks been like, I don't understand like what I need to be doing. But you do. It's right there. It's right in front of you. The vital process, you guys. There's a reason why it's there, and it's why it's called the vital process. It's because that's what makes the magic. Like, it doesn't have to be fancy. Like, Danielle has built her business, you guys, on no fancy graphics, on no beautiful modules of like coach training. It's just about showing up. It's about doing fitness first, and it's about paying that forward and talking to people. And I want you to really think about this right now. I'm going to give you like a second to write this down, but I want you to think about where in the vital process you are not putting in the energy. Are you showing up for your workouts? Cool. Are you doing your personal development? Are you attract, connect, inviting every day? And are you recognizing, right? The recognition is the part that I know sometimes I forget to do. That's where I'm personally lacking. But I want you guys to really think, like, where of those 4 things are you not showing up for the most? And how, moving into this week and the rest of this month, can you show up in a way that's intentional? I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes, and feel free to drop your thoughts in the comments below. And Jane, I'll get to your question once we finish this too. So I said, I need to spend more time recognizing my challengers. I've been more intentional about doing it with my coaches, but really want to dive into that this month with my gals in my group. And some ideas that I've been thinking about doing is having like a spotlight of the week. And because I'm running my challenge group in the app this month, you get to see like how many times every person that is in the group has tracked their workouts and tracked their Shakeco. So for all of the people who have like a perfect week in terms of like had 7 days of Shakeco, 7 days of workouts, including rest day, I'm going to shout them out as like a spotlight of the week, and just like shout them out in that way. Erin says, I lack with inviting. I found a way to fit connecting into my day and I've struggled with that in the past. That's awesome. I made that a non-negotiable in March. My April goal is to invite. I know I lack there, which is why I broke it down in steps. Inviting is scary to me. I just need to get over it. That's awesome. What are the steps? Do you mind unmuting yourself and sharing the steps that you've thought about?
For me, the connecting and inviting was really hard to figure out how to do all in one big lump. And I just need to figure out, what does it look like to actually connect with people, research the hashtags, like how long will that actually take me? I needed to wrap my head around that and in my day to see like, oh, that didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take. So I don't know why I made that so scary for myself, but inviting is scary for me. So I had to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, so that's a great point. And I know inviting can feel like this big, scary thing, but the way I see it, that at least has helped me a lot, and maybe this will help you too. But the way I see it, it's like, I personally know that I can't make an impact or help other people change their lives if they don't know about it, right? Like if they're just following me, but they have no concept of what I do, or like most people don't even know like what I do on my page. Like they know that I'm showing up for myself every day, and they know that I am some kind of a wellness coach, but they're like, what program are you doing? Like they have no concept. And so what I have found is when I don't invite, people aren't able to join these groups and like actually change their lives. But the second I put it out there and I go, girl, like I'm doing this amazing program, I'm starting round 2. This is what I've been doing the past couple of weeks. I've been inviting to ADD Obsession. And I've been saying like, hey, like I'm doing this program, I'm starting round 2. I know health and fitness is a really big part of your life. Would you want to do this program with me and be accountability buddies? I think it would be so fun. And then from there, you just start talking about their goals and share that. And, I've shared a bunch of my like invite prompts, but I think the more you do it, the less scary it becomes. And the more you do it with the intention of, I'm sharing this because it has changed my life. And because I know that if you put the time and energy into doing it too, it will change yours, right? Think of it as passing the light. Like I was talking about this with the girls who are at Super Saturday yesterday, but when I started coaching, and I still have this Post-it note like on my computer, it was be a light. If I can be a light in one other person's day, I have done my job. But I can't be a light in a way that's impactful and directful. If that's a word, I made up a word, whatever. If they're not in my groups, like being on social media is great, and you can help people like find energy and whatever and find tips here and there, but you have that direct contact with them through these challenge groups. That is what we do as coaches, right? And if we're not inviting people into them, we're not doing our jobs. If we're not inviting people into them, they can't really change their lives. Like there's a reason that people thrive when they're doing these programs in a community and in a challenge group space, like hosted by us versus on their own, right? The accountability is so huge, and you're allowing them to have that and to have a space where they can thrive. So try to switch your perspective. And when you're having those self-doubt moments, remember that it's an opportunity for them to change their lives, not I'm inviting you to this group. That's not what we do. Right? We're sharing with them an opportunity that has changed our lives. Erin, you have lost 80 pounds with Beachbody programs. Like that is not a small fucking feat. And there are so many women who are on a journey like yours, who are struggling and feeling like there is not something that they have in their lives that allows them to hold that space for them. Like you have that power, you hold that superpower in your hands. And if you're not inviting them, like you are giving them a disservice to their life, right? Put my voice in your brain and like allow your story to be your shift. And like all of you guys, every single one of you watching has had a transformation with Beachbody, whether it is internal or external. You have changed. You are a different person than when you started. And if you are always thinking of, I don't want people to, think whatever, it's like, no, fuck that. Like my life is completely different. And inviting is my favorite thing on the planet, because I know that if that person has the courage to say yes, their life is going to change, because it just happens to every single one of my clients and coaches. Like it's just a fact. It changes their life. If they put the time and commitment into committing to it, it changes their life. And I will not hold that back. I refuse. So I totally get the like nervousness, because I felt that way too in the beginning, and it held me back for a long time. But I officially allow you to release that. Like I give you permission to release that block and to just share the wealth, because people deserve to feel amazing in their own skin the way you are right now. Don't hold that back. Okay. I got on my high horse, you guys. Woo! Okay. Rachel said, I need to invite, I just don't do it. I'm pretty good at the rest, but I need to pull the trigger. I like the Insta story invite daily idea to make it less scary. I could also up my game on nutrition. Totally. Did what I just shared like shift something for you too? Feel free to unmute yourself.
Yeah, I think it's just getting over it, that it's not, I think kind of actually how Carl was like making fun of the mid-level marketing thing, like, oh, here we go, we have balloons for official. Kind of, that's not what this is about. And even in my head, making light of it and not being like, oh, I'm going to annoy people. Like, other people are constantly asking me to join their teams for whatever they're doing. And I hate having to say no to people. Like, I don't enjoy, having to turn people down. But like, it's not something I'm interested in. So I just don't want to make other people in that situation. But yeah, shifting it from just, hey, I'm feeling better, I'm having results, do you want to join? Instead of like selling something, I think is a good shift.
I love that. And so for those of you who weren't at the Chicago Super Saturday, because Carl was talking about, and this is what I love about Beachbody too, is like, they never intended to be a part of like a network marketing like program or anything like that. Like they initially went into this company to help other people lose weight and to change their lives and to, get them healthy and fit and to like rid the obesity epidemic in this country. And they quickly realized people were having such amazing results with these programs, and people were asking like if there was a way that they could help, share these programs. It's kind of like affiliate marketing now, like you love a brand and you're like, can I be an affiliate or can I be an ambassador and like help spread the word, right? And so they were like, we wanted to help the people that were loving our products and having such great results and paying that forward to the people in their lives. We wanted to find a way to partner with them. And so that's why they incorporated the compensation plan, because it just made so much sense. But he's always, and Anna says it best. She's like, he always says like, it's like not a network marketing, but it's network helping, and like, that's what I love about this company is it's so, so, so different. And I think you said something really interesting, which I want to touch on. Oh gosh, I just lost my train of thought. The thing about feeling like you're always like selling or not wanting people to say no. Mm-hmm. That's not what we do, right? It's not hey, you have to say yes to this. And I think when we start to realize that it's just about seeing if it's the right fit. Like I always approach it of like, hey, I'm doing this thing. Would you be interested in learning more about it? It's not, are you ready to do this? It's, let me get to know you and share. Like that's what we do. We're coaches, right? It's like, let me get to know your goals and let's see if there's something that would work. And a lot of the time, like I've had a couple of girls that reach out to me who I genuinely am like, you need to, like, they're like having eating disorder issues or whatever. And I'm like, this is not the right thing for you. And let me refer you to somebody that I know, or maybe go see a therapist that can help you find the help you need. But for me, it's about making sure that this is actually a good fit and we can find those goals to work with them. And by doing that, you're already starting the coaching process, right? You're helping them help themselves to figure it out. And you're just a person that's guiding them along the way. And I think when we shift our perspective of like, let me get you with a challenge pack and get you in my door, it's like more like, let's see if this will work with you, if this is a good fit for you, and let's find a program that will help meet your goals so that you can really, really shine in your own life, right? Then it's not about this and that. Does that kind of shift or help things for you?
Yeah, and that kind of connects to what Erin was saying too. I was so focused on like, oh my gosh, there's all these steps and what do I need to get from them first before I share this? So I think just being like, I have this awesome opportunity. Yeah. If you want to join, if you want to do something, and then go figure out the steps as you go.
Exactly. Yeah. It's about saying, hey, like, are you interested in learning more? And then figuring out if it makes sense for them and going from there. It's so easy to overthink, so easy to get in our heads about it, but it's just about having a conversation. Like, it's literally saying, like, it's like you were having coffee with someone. That's why I started hopping on the phone with my client prospects, because I just am like, it's so much easier to just be like, cool, what are your goals? Like, why are you even thinking about doing this right now? Or like, what are you really hoping to gain from this experience? And then, oh, okay, awesome. Like you're struggling with your nutrition. Like, have you struggled like this before? And just getting to know them more and more, or doing it through voice memo. Like, it's so empowering for them to hear your voice too. And that's something that I think also makes it feel less like, I have a script and here I go, just be yourself and share what's changed your life. That's what you're doing. You're just sharing what's changed your own life. Awesome. Okay. P.S. Jackie, I know you just hopped on. We're talking about the areas in the vital behaviors that we feel like we are not, where we need to grow and start putting more focus on. So whether that's our workouts, our nutrition, and our Shape Go, focusing on inviting and recognition. Okay. So Jane said, seems like there's a consistent thing here, you guys. I definitely lack in the area of inviting. Don't do daily. Procrastinate following up with people who have shown interest but weren't ready to bite, and I let the massive amounts of rejections I get make me feel discouraged. No challenges recognized, so I suppose this is an area. You can also recognize coaches on our team or other people too, like think outside the box. But I share how much the teams mean, yes, and individuals from our collective team a lot, so I feel like that counts totally, and I love that. Yeah. I feel like I've been talking about inviting now for a bit, but I think the following up thing, I procrastinate that too, so I feel you. That's why I love Streak, because it helps me literally set reminders to follow up with people. So I'm like, God damn it, it's going to send me an email every day until I follow up with them, and so it makes me do it. But I also want you to remember that when people have said no, it just means not yet. And I have seen this over and over and over and over again in my business, is when you follow up, it actually means the world to them, because they know that you care. You care enough about their life. You care enough to remember to reach out. And I have had so many people be like, thank you so much for following up with me. I have been so busy and I wasn't even thinking about it, but oh my gosh, I would love to be a part of your group. Like, I feel finally ready, like the follow-up process is so big, you guys. And doing it, like, there are some people I have followed up with like 3-4 times, and they finally have said, yes, okay, I'm in. Like, thank you for keeping on me. Literally, thank you for keeping on me is something I hear all the time. And that's part of being consistent, right? So having a constant system where you're keeping your follow-ups, whether it's written down on here or in Streak, right? Those are my two favorites. Okay, and then Shelly said, I'm definitely on the fear of inviting train. I just convinced myself they're not going to understand what I do. And that's possible. They might not understand what you do, but then you can tell them. Or that I'm just not likable, so they don't want to talk to me even before I reach out. Awesome. So yeah, and I want you to focus on the whole not likable thing. I want you to, if you haven't read You Are a Badass, and you're feeling like you're not a likable human, read that, because it's so confidence boosting. And that's why PD is so important to constantly be focusing on, right? Because that helps us break through those limiting beliefs. Cool. I'm sorry, I'm just catching up on all these. Yes, Streak is awesome. I try to remember the no thing because I said no like 3 times. Exactly. I was about to say, Erin, you were totally a great example of that. Girl, I said no 10 times to Anna. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, if she hadn't kept up on me, and if I hadn't been a ridiculous human who said yes, because I was like, here we go, I'm just going to do it. And then, like, out of nowhere, like, you guys, like, you never know. You never know where your next rockstar coach could be. You never know where your next rockstar client could be. But if you don't give them the opportunity to say yes by not reaching out, like, they're going to forget. They're going to go to the next coach who then finds them, because that's a real thing, right? Like, you have to follow up. You have to put these people first. And that comes back to consistency, right? It's all about being there for them. And okay, I want you guys, this is totally not something I was thinking we were going to do, but a couple of months ago, we did 100 rejections thing. And it was with Team Inspire Joy. And the goal was to get 100 rejections by the end of the month. And I'm officially putting that as a goal. I'm going to do this too. I'm putting that as a goal for each and every single one of you who are on live and watching the replay. And we're going to print it out. And I want you to, every single time someone says no, you are going to fill it in. Your goal is to get 100 rejections by the end of the month. Okay? 100 rejections. That's going to put you way the fuck out of your comfort zone. But I did this early on in coaching, and it taught me so much. And all of the fears and the blocks that I had around inviting went away. So if you are committed to doing this, I will put a group together in our Voxer, and it'll be our 100 rejection challenge. And I want you to shoot me a direct message right now on Facebook and tell me that you are in for this. and I will add you to this Voxer group. And if you are not one of my personal coaches, reach out to your coach and I will have them, I will add you to the Voxer group, okay? But I feel like as a unit, as a team, like this is where we are lacking and feeling the lack of growth. And I know this was something that sometimes there are certain months when I am not feeling it either, but I have to make it happen. And so having something like a challenge like this is something that I know personally helps me. You filled that out, Joyce, in 2018. Girl, well, that's good. Time for another one, right? The more you guys, my goal is to get so many no's. Why? Because it teaches me how to work through it. It teaches me how to say things or come back with like how to coach people through objections and stuff. Like that is part of our job. And it's, I've never personally gotten to the filling out part. But if you're showing up every single day, like you're going to start making waves. And so that's so huge. Okay. So I feel like I've been talking forever. Take a deep breath, Amanda. I always get so worked up on team calls, y'all. Like my face is flushed at the end. Like I come outside and my husband's like, what's going on? And I'm like, hey, I just got a team call. I'm feeling good. Feeling super strong. Okay. Consistency queens. That was pretty much what I had for you guys. And I'm really proud of you guys for being aware of where you're struggling, because here's the thing. Awareness helps us start making shifts. And so if inviting and reaching out to people is something that you know you're struggling with, then you have the power to make changes there, right? And whether it's through this rejection letter, which we should all do together, or some through, talking about like inviting or connecting in authentic ways through reading or personal development or whatever, like we need to find ways to constantly be working on the things that we struggle with, right? That's how we grow. That's how we find joy. That's how we shift as humans. That's how we become high performers. Like if you're reading High Performance Habits, I'm such a dork and I've been reading it like a crazy human and I love it. But like it's going out of your comfort zone, you guys. That is where the magic happens. And if we're constantly allowing ourselves to stay stagnant and to just do what we know feels good and warm and fuzzy because we're scared, because we know that going to the next level is going to make us have to make these shifts in our own life and feel different and go through new things, like, yeah, it's scary, but wouldn't it be so much better to go through those things? Like if I hadn't constantly said been in a mindset of growth perpetually for the last 2.5 years, I would still be the Amanda that I was when I started. And that girl is a girl that I never want to be again. It's a girl I do not recognize and I'm damn proud of it. Yeah, she had really beautiful aspects of her, but she was really broken and she was really lost. And I want you guys to be the best freaking versions of yourselves. Like I am so freaking committed to arming you guys with the tools that have worked for me so that you can show up and be that version of you, because it is fucking game changer. And it makes my heart so happy to see you guys starting to evolve in that way. All right. Jane said, like, I know I've been good about adding 3 new contacts every day for almost about 2018 so far. That's awesome. And it's so hard to not start to feel like I'm not capable of this when I have that not ever said yes to me. Yeah, I mean, so it's about thinking about like where you feel like the shift is. And if you want to share some of your conversations with me, we can work through those on a one-to-one individual basis and stuff. I'm happy to do that with you. Okay, you guys. It's Sunday night, and I know you guys all have places to be and people to see. So I'm gonna hop off, but I'm going to share the 100 rejections page thing in our group, and I want you guys to again message me if you're going to do that alongside of me, which every single one of you on this call officially is, and I'm putting that out there in the universe. If you're watching the recording, please shoot me a message and be a part of this. Make this a commitment. If this is something you're struggling with, like decide to make it no longer a struggle, right? You have that power. You are the only person that does. I can't do it for you. Your coach can't do it for you. You can do it. And if you decide to show up and make this a thing, then I feel like we are going to make April so amazing and head into May. Also, stay tuned for an official announcement about our team retreat tomorrow. The dates are coming. The qualifications are coming. I'm so excited I could pee. I probably will. And if you are watching this, also our team shirts, she's putting in, the woman who's like getting them made, she's putting in the orders tonight for the first round, and probably is going to be waiting another 2-3 weeks to do the next one. If like, I'm not really sure how that works. So make sure that you get your order in tonight, so that you can be a part of the first round of shipments, and we can all get our tanks and be so cute together. Because I'm really pumped. All right. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for taking the time, for those of you who are on live, for being here. This is part of being and showing up and being consistent, and you're already starting that. If you're watching the recording, thank you for taking the time out of your day, for pouring into yourself and your business. I'm so proud of you. I'm so honored to be on this journey with you guys, and have an amazing, beautiful rest of your day. Goodbye.